Opening statement: Australia's economic crisis.
If you think today's economy is tough, wait till you see how far we've come from 1983. Spoiler alert, it's a financial roller coaster. Back in 1983, Australia's debt-to-GDP ratio was just 13.6%. Fast forward to 2025, and it's skyrocketed to a staggering 112.4%. That's not a typo, folks. We've gone from managing a modest $23 billion in external debt to a mind-boggling $1.89 trillion. In just over 4 decades, we've transformed from economic stability to financial struggle. And it doesn't end there. Inflation, interest rates, and even the housing market are all in a delicate dance. The RBA is playing its cards with potential rate cuts on the horizon. But can we achieve that soft landing everyone's hoping for? As we brace for a federal election and navigate global trade tensions, the question remains, can Australia steer its way back to economic balance? Or are we in for more unexpected twists? Stay tuned, folks. The financial future is as unpredictable as ever.
For 42 years, Australia's wealth has been squandered. Our leaders failed us. This is the story of how a thriving economy was gambled away and why those responsible must answer for it. In 1983, Australia was a model of stability, low debt, strong growth, and a future full of promise. The average worker could afford a home, raise a family, and retire with dignity. But then, everything changed. By the 1990s, the warning signs were there. Politicians made grand promises. Debt is manageable. Growth will cover it. But behind closed doors, the numbers told a different story. For 42 years, Australia's wealth has been squandered. Our leaders failed us. This is the story of how a thriving economy was gambled away and why those responsible must answer for it. Today, Australia's debt is 112% of GDP plus, a staggering $1.89 trillion. To put that in perspective, in 1983, we owed $100 for every $750 earned a week. Now, we owe $800 for every $750. This isn't just mismanagement, it's economic treason. Low debt, strong growth, and a future full of promise. The average worker could afford a home, raise a family, and retire with dignity. But then, everything changed. By the 1990s, the warning signs were there. Politicians made grand promises. Debt is manageable. Growth will cover it. But behind closed doors, the numbers told a different story. So where did the money go? Failed projects, bloated contracts, questionable deals with foreign powers, billions vanished, while hospitals crumbled and families struggled. The truth? Someone got rich, and it wasn't you. Who pays for this failure? You do. Every time you choose between groceries and rent, every time your taxes rise while services vanish, this isn't bad luck, it's theft. And the thieves still walk free.
The supermarket aisles are filled with anxiety, not just groceries. Tom pushes the trolley, his face etched with worry. His wife, Emily, scans the shelves, her usual decisiveness replaced by hesitation. 8-year-old Lucas tugs at his mum's sleeve, asking for his favorite cereal.
Mom, can we get my favorite cereal? Not today, love.
Emily murmurs, opting for a cheaper generic brand. The price of milk is shocking, $8 a litre. Bread, $6 a loaf. Meat is a luxury they can barely afford. Tom adds a single, sad-looking chicken to the trolley. It has to last them the week. This is their new reality, a reality shared by countless Australian families struggling with the ever-increasing cost of living. The scene at the checkout is a silent chorus of despair. Families forced to choose between essentials, their faces reflecting a mixture of shame and anger. The cashier, a young woman named Sarah, witnesses their struggles every day. She sees the exhaustion in their eyes, the quiet desperation in their voices. She knows they are not alone. Australia, once a land of opportunity, is now grappling with an economic crisis that is pushing its citizens to the brink. This is not just about numbers on a spreadsheet. This is about real people, real families struggling to put food on the table. The economic anxiety is palpable, a heavy weight on the shoulders of everyday Australians. The comfortable life they once knew, the dreams they held for their children, are slipping away, replaced by a gnawing uncertainty about the future. The economic crisis is not a sudden storm. It has been brewing for years, a perfect storm of political decisions, global pressures, and domestic challenges. The warning signs were there, but they were ignored, dismissed, or downplayed. Now the storm has hit, and its impact is felt in every corner of Australian society. The supermarket scene is just one snapshot of this crisis, a stark reminder that the human cost of economic mismanagement is far too high. Political decisions have a profound impact on the economy. When policies are made without considering the long-term consequences, the fallout can be devastating. Australia is now facing the repercussions of years of short-sighted economic policies. Tax cuts for the wealthy, underfunding of essential services, and a lack of investment in infrastructure have all contributed to the current crisis. The government's failure to address the housing affordability issue has left many families struggling to keep a roof over their heads. Rising interest rates and stagnant wages have only worsened the situation. The economic fallout is not just about numbers, it's about people's lives. Families are being torn apart by financial stress. Children are going to school hungry. Elderly citizens are choosing between heating their homes and buying medication. The government's response to the crisis has been inadequate, with band-aid solutions that fail to address the root causes. The time for action is now. The decisions made today will shape the future of the nation. It's crucial that policymakers take a long-term view and implement measures that will ensure economic stability and prosperity for all Australians. The public outcry is growing louder. Australians are demanding accountability from their leaders. They are tired of empty promises and want real action to address the economic crisis. In cities and towns across the country, people are taking to the streets, calling for change.
We cannot stand by and watch our country fall apart. We must hold them accountable.
The voices of the people are a powerful force. They are demanding transparency, integrity, and good. The protests are a testament to the resilience and determination of the Australian people. They refuse to be silenced. They are fighting for their future, for the future of their children, and for the government must listen to the voices of the people and take decisive action to address the economic crisis. The time for complacency is over. The people are watching and they will not be ignored. The need for urgent reforms has never been more apparent. Visionary leaders are stepping forward, offering bold solutions to the economic crisis. We must act now. Our future depends on the decisions we make today. James, a respected leader, speaks to a hopeful crowd. His message is clear. The time for change is now. He calls for comprehensive reforms to address the root causes of the economic crisis. This includes investing in education, healthcare, and infrastructure, ensuring fair wages for all workers, and implementing policies that promote sustainable growth. The path forward will not be easy, but with determination and unity, it is possible to build a brighter future for all Australians. The call for urgent reforms is a rallying cry for a nation in crisis. It is a call to action, a call to hope, and a call to build a better tomorrow.
To the government, economists, and other people with access to taxpayers' money, I'm giving you a very simple solution which never failed. I received the old pension. I'm very grateful. But I realized that if the government administration implemented the right policies, we all can be in much better situation. I am not an economist, just a tradesman and with basic financial understanding. But even I know that if I earn $100, I should spend no more than 90. If the government follow this simple principle, Australia's financial wealthy will be far stronger. If you agree with this video, please press the button like and subscribe. Thank you very much.